With crude oil continuing to trade above $100 a barrel, is it a blessing or a burden for the companies that provide services to the oil and energy sector? Let's find out. We can talk now to Samir Brikho, Chief Executive of Amec, which also reported earnings a few seconds ago. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'll come to the earnings in just a second. On the matter of oil, do high oil prices make life easier for you or trickier for you on the earnings front?
Well, actually, you would like to have a balanced price. You don't want to have a very low prices because that doesn't support the investments. But at the same time, you don't want to have a very high prices because the increased volatility will bring a lot of uncertainties in the market.
What's a balanced price then right now? I mean, we're above 100 on WTI. We're almost 120 on Brent. What would you say is a balanced price?
I think the IEA and other institutions who are very much involved in analyzing and the sensitivities, let's say, of the prices, feel about prices between 80 and 120 is quite a good price.
How has it affected your operations? I know you do business in the Middle East. Have we seen any impact on your businesses, and are you worried if it spreads, if there is contagion, there might be a knock-on effect?
Well, definitely the Middle East is a very important region for the whole world, and it's also important for Amec. We have operations in Kuwait, in UAE, in Qatar, and in different places. And of course, we have been also subject to the turmoil which has been taking place in Libya. But I think more important is what we have been showing today. The results of Amec has been very solid results.
And the results, just in case our viewers weren't aware, I mean, EBITDA up by 30%, sales up by 16%, record EBITDA margin as well. Where's all the growth coming from within the business?
Well, there has been an organic growth through all the divisions. So all the divisions has been growing organically, which tells us about how well we have been able to structure a vision and a strategy, positioning Amec in the right sectors and the right geographies. So it's an organic growth. And then also we have been helped with some foreign exchange. We have been helped also through the acquisitions which we have been doing. Take an example, for instance, our geographic footprint in Australia is one of the key regions which we have been making investments in. We walked from a handful of people with the acquisitions which we have been doing. We are today more than 1,300 people in Australia, and we would like to repeat this in different regions. So we have a very good success stories which we are capitalizing on.
And talk to me more about acquisitions, because one of the headlines from your statement is pipeline of potential acquisitions has strengthened. How much money do you have to spend, or do you have right now to spend on acquisitions? And give me some areas, give me some potentials.
Well, we ended the year with some £740 million, which is a very strong balance sheet. There's no question on that one. The primary use of the cash is actually to use it for acquisitions, and we feel that we have enough material outside there which can actually help us to be very selective in what we are doing. We have very clear financial criteria which we would like to follow in order to do that. If we feel that we are not creating shareholder value, if it doesn't improve our capabilities and geographic footprint, we are not going to spend the money. We would like to invest the money in the right sectors, in the right geographies.
Very quickly, because I've been told to shut up, and I'm going to be naughty anyway. I want to get back to the first issue, the Middle East, what's happening at the oil price. Are we heading back to oil at 2008 levels? Are we heading back to an oil price shock environment?
I wish I could answer that question, because then I will be going out and making that investment. But I think the turbulence which happened in the Middle East is definitely increasing let's say the volatility on the prices. And the question is that what is Saudi Arabia going to do? What is Qatar going to do in order to be able to compensate some of the losses which we are having out now from Libya?
Samir, thanks for joining us today. Samir Brikho, the Chief Executive Officer of Amec.